do 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 do. Do 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 do. And I'll show you how easy it is because every day I'm discovering new moves, and every day I can't wait to share some of this stuff with you. So if you're watching some of these videos and you're thinking, wow, he's just standing there for 20 minutes, yeah, but I've also got two 20-pound weights tied to myself. So you try that. Yeah, but I've also got two 20-pound weights tied to myself, self. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of God, the most merciful, and the most mercy given. Dear viewer, Salamun alaikum. Now, originally, my intention, it's zAiDiBoY, by the way. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I don't understand at all why my name's important, which is why I never introduced myself, right? Why is a name important? And if I've already mentioned God's name, why is there anything else important after that? Don't be that wise user that says, well, if nothing's important, then obviously what you're about to say is not important. Okay? Because if I'm the one who told you what is and is not important, and you've accepted my criteria, then you should therefore at least bear out what I'm about to say next. Anyway, it's not that serious as usual. It's like Imam Ali said, peace be upon him. He said that the things that people take seriously are not serious. And the things that people joke about and they take very lightly, those things are actually very serious according to the Holy Imam, peace be upon him. Now, isn't this great, by the way? I refound my Mongrel. Mongrel is like a movie production fucking company. I refound my Mongrel band, and like, people ask me, why do you believe in God? Well, I believe in God today because I refound my Mongrel band. And it was so fucking meaningful to me. Right? Because I've been thinking about what do I want to do with my life, and I've been realizing how much fun I have making these movies, notwithstanding the fact nobody appreciates what I put into them. You guys don't understand. You're actually, if you're watching this and listening to what I'm saying, you're actually privileged to be essentially purveying, as it was, purveying the wares, okay, of someone who's essentially studied at the feet of people like Scorsese and Coppello. I see Coppello, I mean, you probably think I'm an idiot. Francis Ford Coppola, okay? San Francisco, along with Scorsese, along with George Lucas, okay? San Francisco, I'll just to prove to you that I know about movies, San Francisco and these guys, they started this thing called American Zoetrope Company, okay? They were based in San Francisco, of all fucking places. People think LA is the birthplace of modern movies. It's not. It's actually San Francisco. Anyway, George Lucas and Coppola, and those are basically the big guys. Scorsese always did his own thing, obviously. He's a fucking Italian. What do you expect? Italian movie makers are some of the best in the world anyway. And French, avant-garde guys like Truffaut. Anyway, I don't need to prove nothing to nobody. You shouldn't even need my credentials or anyone's credentials. It's a stupid thing that's been taught to you by stupid sales guys. Basically, like, I need to prove something to you in order for you to weigh my words for what they're worth. I gotta say, I owe a lot to my atheist friends. My thinking has been clarified at least 100-fold through interactions with scientific, moral, principled, intelligent, and free-thinking people known as atheists. I'll go as far as to say that I wish more people were atheists. Can you believe this? I'm Muslim, by the way. A very fucking fanatical Muslim in most people's dictionary. Fanatical meaning I pray 5 times a day and I got a mark on my head from like 30 years of praying. So therefore I must be like a jihadist. And by the way, I am, big time. This is what I'm doing right now, by the way. I originally wanted to make a movie. I don't have too much time as usual. I listened to this great video by Grant Cardone, Sales Master Extraordinaire. He's basically the guy at the helm of this show, this TV show. It's a cable show. It's syndicated, all this good stuff. He's no cheap shot. He's got like hundreds of thousands of Twitter and Google Plus and LinkedIn and Facebook and you fucking name it followers. Okay, which is a big feat. It's very easy to have 1 million Twitter followers. Let's see how many Facebook fan page likes you have, right? It's very easy to have a Tumblr page which has 40,000 clicks on 1 month. And then you're disappeared on Twitter with 100 followers. Okay? I got like 3,000 Facebook followers and about the same amount of Twitter followers. And I consider that big beans. I'm working on LinkedIn as we speak. I'm approaching the 500 mark. It's very easy on LinkedIn, right? Anyway, I started off with the heart because I wanted to talk about love. I really don't want to talk about love because there's nothing to talk about as usual. It's like I want to talk about God. What's there to talk about? You know, I want to talk about success. What is there to talk about? Okay, work hard. Every kid knows it. Okay, plan your shit. Every kid knows it. Okay, look back on what you've done and figure out what works and what doesn't work. Every kid does it. Because every kid is forced to. Every kid in our society, okay, is surrounded by hostile, powerful authoritarians, which is you and me, adults. You think you got it bad, eh? You guys have no fucking idea why kids are committing suicide at such an alarming clip rate. Kids as young as 12 or 13 are having sex right now, somewhere in your fucking block probably. You won't disagree with anything I'm saying, but you're probably still stuck on the whole jihadist bullshit. Well, that's fine. Perish. Stay stuck there and fucking perish. I'll say something. Love doesn't exist because it's not mentioned in the Quran. That's the biggest fucking argument to love. Romantic love is only mentioned once. Once. In a chapter which we are told you should not even read to kids. Because it contains 2 or 3 lines or a passage, or let's say the story of Prophet Joseph, peace be upon him, progeny of Prophet Jacob, peace be upon them both, and peace be upon the family of Jacob, upon them all. Hey, there's a reason that people still mention Jacob. He wasn't some crackpot in the desert. And by the way, during his time, people used to call him a crackpot in the desert. Yeah, when he lost Joseph, he cried so long for so many years, and he kept saying, Joseph's alive, Joseph's alive. And people are like, in the Quran, they basically, quote unquote, they say, your long time affliction has afflicted you. Something like this. You're mad, essentially. And you've been crying about your son forever. And even his best, like, wives and buddies and courtiers and all these king's servants and all these fucking authoritarians, you know, because Joseph was the man. Like, Joseph was the man. Fucking Jacob was the man's dad, yo. Peace be upon them both. I'll say something. There's a reason that people still revere Abraham. If you're so stupid, like I'm talking to my atheist friends now that I've elevated you, I gotta fucking destroy you. I gotta say, if you think that Muhammad and Abraham, okay, and the prophets of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala azza wa jal, who are all on the same level, by the way, according to the Quran, they're like a teeth of a comb, okay? In as much as they're all divine manifestations, Okay? That's for my Sunni friends. Prophet Muhammad is, of course, superior to everything else that was created, by the way. Okay? That's a different story. And that's the difference between my Sunni brothers and Shias. Okay, that's it. Now, in as much as success, nothing to talk about. Work hard. Okay, first have a plan. It's Aristotelian. Okay, this I might as well call it the 4 Aristotelian principles of success. Plan, which encompasses having a goal and all this bullshit. And by the way, plan is better than having a goal, because sometimes you plan to avoid risks and dangers. In fact, that is the plan to have at all times. If you're planning to get something, then you're going to get trouble, because you're not going to get what you want the way you wanted it, how you wanted it, when and why you wanted it, ever. You may get it once if you're unlucky. Now, on the other hand, goals and all this bullshit is all these fucking motivational guys talk about, because they want to sell you their books. I want to sell somebody my book. I got books too. I got like 5 of them, unpublished. Like literally, I got manuscripts lying around the place. Okay, I just don't have time to hunt down an agent. I don't have time, and I'm not interested in playing that fucking game. Okay, I'm talking to this company in Seattle called Friesen. They do self-publishing, and they actually have a really hot chick who actually knows what the fuck is going on in life, who I'm dealing with. And if it wasn't for her, thank you, Sarah, and hello, and I will get back to you via email tomorrow, inshallah, bukra. Anyway, you plan. Don't set goals, just plan. And if you're smart, plan to avoid disaster. And only the paranoid survive. It's true. Second, once you've made a plan, what do you need to do? Well, who do I need to figure this thing out? What do I need? Okay, you got to plan to put your plan in order, basically, and then put it in order. You got to assemble the people and the resources, the so-called factors of production, eh? For my economist friends. Land, labor, capital, manpower, all this bullshit. There's nothing like that anymore. There's only the internet. If you got the internet, you got all your factors of production and way fucking more factors of production or whatever. There's no even category called factors of production anymore. But that's what the internet's done. That's just a side note for my technologist friends. Guys, I'm running out of time here. I wanted to talk about love, and as per the law of opposites, which is another book I'm writing, the thing that you want to do the most, evades you the most. So Aristotle, you have a plan, you put your plan in order and execute it. Number 3, okay, let's say you've done all this work, you put a plan in order, you're executing on it, okay. What next? Well, you're probably going to be worried about what happens, right? If you've done the first 2 steps correctly, and you're so heavily vested in your plan, and you've made investments of time and money and all the stuff, not to mention the blood and the sweat equity, which is the most important stuff, the fruit of your heart, you put in this thing. Of course, you're going to measure your Twitter clicks and all this kind of stuff, and your YouTube clicks, and you're going to read your comments. Because you're going to realize one day, if you're putting all this stuff out there and you're not measuring this stuff, seems to be no point, right? You can't just assume that people are like your stuff or don't like your stuff. Like as a business, it's like the worst mistake to make. You're going to invest $100 million in a new product, engineering, research and development, all these fake fucking marketing tests, okay? Which come back with the results that you're looking for, so you can go to your board with your plan and show that you're some dude with some initiative, and hey, at the end of the day, it's all documented. Hey, I'm a security guard as well as a fucking strategist. I know exactly what the deal is. At the end of the day, it's all documented. So when the fucking thing goes south and you lose and you're bleeding like a few $1 million a quarter, instead of making any money, and you're telling your people, your whole story with your team of lawyers is, well, you know, these things take time. And you're scrambling to sell your stocks through some fucking Cayman Islands resort fronting as a bank. In the meantime, some dude like myself is like, this is bullshit. And that dude might just be like on your IT team or on your sales team or something. Because in today's age with the internet, you've got transparency. So this dude has already fucking sussed out what you're doing and that you're fake. And this dude has credibility in the organization. He's been there for 20 years and everybody knows what he says happens. That's it. That's what they say about Jimmy. Jimmy or Jack, whatever Jack or John says, that's what happens. You can either side with him in the meeting or don't fucking side with him. That's up to you. He'll be on his BlackBerry, he'll be doing his fucking thing. They'll be telling him, shut up, get out the room, or get off your phone, or stop taking calls, and he'll be like a bumbling idiot as usual. But if and when he finally says something pertaining to the matter at hand, it's a done fucking deal. You can sell stocks based on what that brother is going to say. If he says this deal is a waste of time and that's why I simply am not engaged and interested, dude, anyone who leaves that room thinking anything other than how am I going to fucking jettison my resources from this deal and project is going down in flames. So this dude susses out that the CEO is a scumbag. You get my point very quickly, guys. I'm talking about love and I'm also talking about the internet. You know what? I might as well call this fucking video The Power of Love and the Internet. You know what? The reason I'm a basket case right now, you guys are calling me bipolar. I get the cops, like in the last 72 hours, I have had the cops here, I kid you not, twice if not 3 times. They just came by again. Okay, literally last 48 to 72 hours, I've had the cops here 3 times. Why? Because I sing. Why? Because I shout. Why? Because I'm angry. Why? Because of the injustice. The injustice of love. Love is not just, guys. And this thing that you consider to be just love is God. You can't love a person or expect, okay, you can deliver just love to someone. Just love. Love which is just. But you cannot receive or expect to receive just love from anyone or anything in life. Now what are you going to say, my atheist friends? So that's it. Love and the power of the internet. I hope you enjoyed this little fucking shindagle. As a parting treat, I'm going to see if I can play Hello. Is there anybody in there? Just not if you can hear me. It's not tuned. Obviously not, right? Hello. Is there anybody in there? Just not if you can hear me. Is there anyone at home? Come on now. I hear you're feeling down. I can ease your pain. Get you on your feet again. Relax. I need some information first. Just the basic facts. Oh, can you show me where it hurts? Alright, anyway, that was shit, as usual. And I'll see you guys later. Comments appreciated. Fuck. No, I really do appreciate comments and unlikes, likes, dislikes, all this bullshit. Samuelis Remus is my Twitter handle. zAiDiBoY.bloGspoT.cA. Zulu Alpha India Delta India Beta October Yankee. zAiDi, okay? Z and A, alphabet backwards, okay? ID, ZAID. Okay, ID is what you give at the bar to identify what? I. yourself. zAiDiBoy. Like, I gotta explain my last name so many fucking times. It's like people, people write it Zaida for some reason. Like, it's just an indication to me of how tied a person is to their conceptual framework of reality. People, oh God, tweets. All right, people, I gotta go. Comments appreciated.